All right. So here we are, bright and early in the morning, as you usually do in Fallout. Uh, Currently, in the last few days, I spent a few days uh, just having Gideon rest up. His supplies have been reduced. I did stop into Craterside Supply to get a little bit more ammo, sell some stuff I wasn't using. Show you that in my inventory. Uh, yeah, I sold a little bit of stuff, the two shotguns, and I think some other thing. And picked up some more ammo. As for Gideon himself, he's been spending the last few days taking quite a long rest, recuperating. He probably stopped at the Brass Lantern a few times to get some food and mostly just keeping to himself, trying to process and simultaneously forget the events that transpired at the supermarket, Super Duper Mart, and yeah, probably relaxing, talking to the people who he knows are friendly. But in this bright morning, he's feeling a little bit better about how things are going and feel a bit more comfortable with maybe getting back out to the wasteland. That being said, he does realize he's very outclassed when it comes to survival. Those raiders, he imagined, would not be very indicative of the more dangerous parts of the wasteland. You see Lucas Sims there with a powerful looking gun compared to all the ones that the raiders had. You'd imagine that that sort of weapon would rip straight through his armor, the only thing keeping him alive during that advent of the market. And so he'd definitely want to be a bit more careful as time goes on, maybe taking the first strike if it would benefit him, as much as he hates the idea of straight up killing someone to begin with. And not in self-defense, but in tactical aggression, shall we say. So he would be looking for maybe more smaller jobs to do during this time. Something which he feels comfortable in doing, but something that also poses a bit of risk to him. Just a small bit of risk. That the events at the Super Duper Mart were a bit too extreme for someone trying to adapt to these new ways of life. In searching around Megaton, probably helping Walter out with the water treatment plant, he would have eventually heard from one of these NPCs over here, nameless NPCs, about a job here from someone at Moriarty's Saloon. Let's go investigate. Apparently we just have Moriarty, Gob. Currently no one else has arrived here yet. Let's take a seat and wait for a few hours for this strange individual to show up. And there she is.
I don't recognize you. New in town or something?
Uh, yeah, I came here a few days ago.
I hope by something to do you mean a job. Otherwise you want to talk with Nova. I'm looking for someone to make a delivery. Interested?
Uh, I'll need some more details before I get into anything.
Hey, you're pretty smart for a Wastelander. I need you to deliver a message to my family. They live in a small settlement northwest of here. If you bring it, I'm sure my dad will pay you. I'll tell you more if you agree. Please, I could really use your help.
Right now, he's thinking that's probably like right up his alley for what he'd want to do right about now. So, yeah, sure. I'll deliver the message.
Great. I'd like you to deliver this message to my family in the Arafu settlement. I haven't heard from them in months, and I'm worried. As soon as you get there, talk to Davis West. He'll be glad to pay you for the trip.
Before I head off, could you give me some more information about Arafu?
Sure. Be glad to since you're doing me a big favor and all.
Uh, where is it exactly?
Arfu is northwest of Megaton, on an old overpass over the Potomac. If you follow what's left of the river, you can't miss it.
Okay, follow the river. Uh, uh, is this a dangerous place? I mean, who exactly lives there?
Well, let's see. There's Evan King. He's like the sheriff of the town or whatever. Then there's my family, the Ewer family, and a lady who lives alone named Karen Shenzi.
Doesn't sound too bad. Uh, why are you sending a message? Do you think they're in danger or something?
No, not really. Maybe my letters just aren't arriving. Whatever you can do to get it there would sure be appreciated.
Is there anything else I should know about? Anything dangerous?
What? Apart from the wasteland critters, slaver raiding parties, raider hit squads, and occasional landmine?
Yeah.
No, it's completely safe. If this was easy, I'd go myself, you know.
Yeah. Alright. I'll go deliver the message. Hopefully I won't run into any trouble.
Hey, thanks again for doing this for me. It means a lot.
Yeah.
Hell of a day, isn't it?
Hell of a day. We'll check into the quest that we have now, Blood Ties. Check that on our world map. It seems a decent distance away, around 2-3 times the distance between here and Super Duper Mart. We'll definitely run into a few obstacles along the way, if our run to Super Duper Mart was indicative of how things normally are. That all being said, though, this should give us some ample wasteland experience to maybe get comfortable with this sort of life. Going to be out in search of our missing father and trying to find, well, someone who's presumably in DC right about now. So, DC crawling with something known as super mutants? Nah. Frankly, jumping into that place right now would be suicidal. Who knows, maybe we can find some better supplies. Moira didn't seem to have much. It's a scrap heap after all.
Welcome to Megaton. Enjoy your stay.
And here we have a caravan, it seems.
Ah, fellow student on the path of the wasteland. Welcome to my humble caravan. Please relax, for we are in a place of safety. The type of safety that can only be ensured by an abundance of weaponry, both wicked and awesome, all of which can be yours for the right price.
Speaking of supplies, here we have a caravan selling weapons. Alright, let's see what you have.
Please, enjoy my selection of high-quality problem solvers.
Police pistol. Now, this is actually one of my favorite weapons in New Vegas, even though it's when you get it. Well, after the time where you get it, in the actual, sort of late game, it doesn't, it's not great in the late game, shall we say, but I think it has a very cool model. I think it feels very satisfying to use when you get it. And I like the bonus critical damage. It just feels like a very fun weapon to use. Other than that, no, there doesn't seem to be much. He sells a lot of frag grenades, which you'd be tempted to buy. Stim packs. Oh. Mods. Chinese pistol, rifle, barrel. Let's see here. Schematics for a flaming sword, it seems. Interesting. Very interesting. I don't think we've run into a plasma pistol so far. In fact, I know we haven't. I think you'd be tempted to buy the barrel for the Chinese pistol. Increases damage. I think that would be the same ammo type as the 9mm pistol, which I know is a little bit better than the Chinese pistol, usually. So if we run into a Chinese pistol and we have this, I think that'll definitely make it a better weapon overall. I don't think we're going to pick up the 32 pistol, because we have some... that would be for a revolver, and we have semi-automatic weapons already, so... Let's check out ammo. 5 Magnum. Would he be tempted to get that revolver? Let's check it out. That does deal a good bit of damage. I think he'd want to buy it in a package with the ammo, though. And he doesn't necessarily have that much. Doesn't even have 38 to go with it, which is usually more common and cheaper. 32. 32 will be, like, probably the ammo type we use most, except for 5.56. At least in this playthrough, other than explosives. Let's buy some hollow points. 22s. Hold on, we have a varmint rifle. Here's the thing, though. That's very cheap. It is weighing us down. It's very cheap, but the ammo is cheap as well, and it is a rifle, which should make it more accurate. Even though it's comparable damage to a 9mm. Less damage than 10mm. I think he'd take it. We'll take the 22 as well. And call it a deal. I think we have plenty of grenades for now.
Thanks.
Alright. Let's check our hotkeys here. 9mm, 10mm, 9mm. Put this there. I do have the silent 10mm pistol and the 10mm pistol in my inventory. Wait a minute. Oh! That wasn't working before. For some reason, I couldn't repair the silenced 10mm pistol with the 10mm, the regular one, like 5 minutes ago? I don't understand what's going on there, but I can do it now. I intended to do that, during the small time skip. Have our BB gun and baseball bat. Sentimental value, but... Alright.
Need some grub? Try the brass.
I'm gonna have this ready. There we go. But yeah, the reason we weren't shooting very well with the 10mm pistol last time is because we lacked the gun skill required, the minimum requirement in order to use it, which is 25. So that was causing a lot of our shots to be pretty poor. We do have a gun skill of technically 25, but now 30 now. So it should be a bit more accurate. But we were told to follow the river that would lead us straight to the settlement. I think he'd follow that plan. Given advice at this point, he'd probably follow it, especially if it was from someone like Lucy West. Someone mostly trustworthy, someone who wants to get a job done for her family. That being said, he would have a hard time trusting people at the moment. Be a bit skeptical about things, about the actual intentions of people, seeing as how a lot of the time people apparently are very savage and barbaric. A house here we can check. Okay. Oh shit. That armor coming in useful again. I don't even know if we got shot there. But someone's having a birthday party. Very hellish one, it seems. Okay, moonshine. I don't think he'd know what moonshine is. He'd probably have to, like, pop the cork on that and take a sniff. I have a 32 pistol here. We'll pick it up. It's ammo. It's a weapon. Plus, we're, got a pretty decently strong back, so another syringe. A blood stain on a folder. Money? No, I'm not exactly oh. Ah, and there it is again. Is that a head? Those are skulls in the toilet. Slightly less disturbing than a decomposing head, but he'd be having flashbacks right now, and avoid that spot at all costs. Somehow the people he's killed are less disturbing than the bodies that they've just left about. A quick peek. Pre-war skeleton, it seems. Like whatever that inhaler is, and a note. Avoid gazing upon that. Another bit of jet here. Still does not know what jet is, but he can have that appraised at a later point. Oh, that's someone in there. Does not know who that is yet. Grazed past him before he was able to get a good look. We'll find somewhere safe to read that note before he does. There they are again. Now, conundrum. Personality type thing. Would he, knowing that this is definitely a raider, and the dress and the vicinity of being from the house of another raider, would he instinctively shoot these people? Would he find it moral, as like a moral obligation, or maybe like a safety thing even, to take these guys out before they're able to shoot him first? Would he take the initiative here? I don't know if he would. Would he still avoid them? He knows his armor does very well against them, although a few bullets have managed to pierce through. He has experience in fighting them, and they seem to not be looking in this direction. I think he'd head off. He's learned what all he could from fighting these sort of people. There's a house up there he'd like to check out before he heads back down to the river. Okay. Doesn't seem to be anyone up there. Like I said, he is a stealth character. He is a tactician. Maybe he'll get more brave and rambunctious as time goes on. I don't know. I haven't actually planned that thoroughly for this character. I've planned a few things. Not necessarily beat for beat, but a sort of gradual path, I imagine. That things would go just naturally. Fallout 3 specifically does not have a very clear progression. Sure, there's a main quest, but aside from that, you're basically just thrown into a world with quests. And so it's hard to sift through things if you want to take a more realistic approach to playing a character. We have a strange shack. This is definitely not part of the base game. It's locked. A sturdy lock there. Trash can. Gonna try to find another entrance. Barrel's not setting off his got a counter. Locked box there. Cage that he's seen before. I think it was in the sewer of Springvale. But it's not filled with a skeleton. Maybe we'll come back later, but As for now, he'd mind his own business. Would hear a little bit of chatter up on the bridge. As judging by the enemy markers. I have a boat there, and what appears to be some sort of large flying creature. I'm actually getting closer to the screen so I can see here. Whatever that is, he doesn't like it. Bugs have probably always creeped him out a little bit. Yeah. He doesn't mind firing this often at a bug thing. But we have hit it. All right. Go investigate what that was. Okay. Big ass bug with a stinger. Or are those mandibles? I think it's both. I think it might be just two stingers. Maybe they're opposable, I don't know. But yeah, big ass fly. It's gross. Probably diseased, like I imagine most things around here. And we have a... There it is. Check around. Getting a little bit hungry. Let's eat some maize. A little bit dry, but still very edible. That's been sitting in our bag for like 2 days. When you think about it, if maize is growing, then there has to be some form of popcorn in the wasteland as well, right? Never see that in the games. Actually, you see popcorn stands as like a pre-war thing, but you don't see actual popcorn. Kind of disappointing. It'd be cool if in future games they looked into like the possible post-war cuisine, not just the post-war raw food. We have scrap metal here. Knives. I want to keep our feet out of that water. Now, unfortunately, he does not know how, or if it's even possible to crack these crates open. Maybe if there was a mod that allowed me to do that, I'd use it. I don't know if there is. But this is sort of meant to be a low resource playthrough. Are we near the river? We are near the river. So this switch would have been much higher in the past. Things have sort of dried out as the flora has decayed and died. Fort Detrick. Another mod location. I'm not sure whether I should mention if something's a mod for clarification here, or I should just not say it at all to maintain immersion. Not a nice hat, but it's meaty. Regulators report. Let's see what this is. We also have that note that we found in there. Okay. Raiders note. So tired of working with those assholes over in that damn school. I swear I'd killed a lot of them if I had the chance. Well, at least it's my birthday. Just one more reason to tie one on. Not sure what that means. Regulars report 2. The damn door slammed shut. It won't open for shit. No response from Barker. I think I can hear something coming. It's a little eerie. Really put him on edge. How can we get our lockpick skill up? Lockpick is 13. That's not great. That would give us 18. We'd still not have enough with chems. We'd have to come back for that. I'm going to do a quick save right here. Okay. Some ammo here. So we've heard about this faction. Maybe they had like their emblem stamped on the bottom. Such a thing exists that would have read the regulators. Okay, requires a key, so we can't actually get in there. That's part of a different quest, actually. Not just the interiors one. A chain of quests that I think we'll get into. Generally, I don't like installing mods that have a possibility of breaking. You know, especially ones that, you know, add more locations. I like to install those before I start a playthrough. So the textures here are pretty... Okay. Whatever just happened, it was pretty spooky. Had a bit of a smudge in our eye. But like I was saying, I generally don't like to install mods midway through a playthrough, specifically mods that add new locations. It always spooks me a little bit. I've had some pretty bad experiences with modding, and it's taken me a long time to figure out what is and isn't safe to do. Okay. The bridge here. This is the river we're still in. Sorry, who are you? Yeah. Let's see there. Definitely a raider. Sorry, what is he carrying? A rifle. Similar to ours. It's one of those things is that our eyes aren't too good, but VATS can make very, you know, clear depictions of what the enemy is using. You know, down to the exact weapon. See, they have rifles. Take the shot. I think he would. These people are in the way of his objective as he sees it. Right in the knee. Oh, he doesn't know what that is. Oh, shit. It's probably the first time in his life he's ever had an explosive thrown at him. Or at least detonated in his vicinity. Someone who's thrown it. Shot a gun out of his hand. Oh, and we get the final blow. At this point, he might not be that scared of smaller groups of raiders unless they're different for some reason. A rifle here. This one looks much more potent than the rifle he was just using. 32. Check that out. Alright. Long. Got a decent sight on it. Let's see about this. Okay. Now, usually when you have calibers of the same diameter, I think that's the correct phrasing for it. We have a 32 pistol and a 32 rifle. Both use the same ammunition, but that would imply that the pistol, or the rifle is using a pistol round instead of the other way around. Which should mean that it does not great damage, but it's definitely higher than any other weapon we've used, except the grenades, of course. Check this out. Good look. Feel. Ran out of varmint rifle rounds, so use this for now. You definitely prefer long, easy-to-use weaponry over pistols. Ammo. Cigarettes. He would know that cigarettes are probably valuable. I'd say he'd know that from talking to Moira before he left. Ammo? I mean, it doesn't weigh very much. Maybe it's tinder. We'll find out later. People are still willing to buy it. And darts. Wouldn't see any value in taking those. Shotgun rounds. Okay. Short belt. Okay, he had a sawed off as well. Sawn off. Prepare that. Now, I do imagine he would be pretty scared of, at any point, being close to someone with a sawn-off shotgun. He did get shot at with the 20 gauge, but that's a different story. That's a one-shot, lower power round at a medium distance. I remember. Some great explosives here for us. Scrap metal. Can sell that to Walter. Medicine. We get out of here before any of their friends show up. Yeah. Take some duct tape. We are quite close. Getting there. We have actually water here. Good bit of it. Bridge here. Let's slide down. Try not to break our hip or something, like an old man. That's another bug. Take his time, line up the shot, and take it. This is a weapon that is much more familiar to us. It's shaped like a BB gun. It has a lot more recoil, but it's shaped like one, it shoots like one. Definitely prefer rifles to handguns. Especially this thing, which seems to pack a lot more of a punch. And from what he could tell from Moira's stores, would have quite a decent bit of ammo for it. It would not be a rare ammo to find. He spotted us. Okay. See the bug over there. This range. That little bit of practice he had definitely has made him a better shot. I think I was out of practice personally as well. But that 25 gun skill is definitely carrying us a bit here. Okay. A landmark of some sort over here. I don't think I actually left bright and early in the morning, as I was planning. I think I forgot to sleep. But I think it actually works out pretty well. Sorry, what is going on? Oh, shit. As he sees what appears to be a 8-foot-tall man built like an actual bull, Probably the amount of muscle as one too. Okay. He's gonna try to just avoid the gaze of that thing. Appears to have maybe something of a skin condition. Or maybe like cancer or leukemia or something. It's not a very natural skin tone for one to take. It's definitely searching for us. Take the first shot here. Oh shit. He is fast. He's carrying a baseball bat. Do his best. 4 shots in the head and this thing is not going down. I think that was a shot to the knee. Seemed to blast his kneecap apart. Fucking rats coming now. Attacking us rather than the super mutant. We would not know what this thing is actually called. But... now we have another thing we don't know about. Strange creature coming out of nowhere. Seems quite hard to take down. Wouldn't like getting close to its pincers, but it's definitely going to try to attack us. Get our rifle out. Rather have something in his hands to defend himself. Hits it in the face. Oh. Very strange looking creature. Sun's starting to rise. Okay. It's probably clenching his ass very tight right about now. Okay. Exactly this thing is. You take a bit of analysis at these two creatures. Probably this thing first. Looks less human. More interesting. It seems to be some form of crustacean. He knows that much, but very unfamiliar. He doesn't know if this is something that existed pre-war or is an invention of the post-war. It does have crab-like meat, and he does know that crab would have been cooked and eaten by people, so he'd take the meat. Now we have this massive, completely built and shredded being. I know of maybe one person in the entire world who looks like this. I don't remember his name. I think his last name is Shaw. Huge bodybuilder. Like multi-time like world strongman. But take a good look at that. He appears to be dressed like the Raiders, has massive veins. These look like car parts of some sort. His gums seem to be receding a bit. All the skin seems a bit stretched out. Yeah. Probably reminiscent of a comic book character that he may or may not have heard of. He would be able to match probably some of that flesh he took from the Mirelurk with some of the other crustacean stuff he found. Realizing that, yes, people do eat it. He would not eat the uncooked stuff, though. Eat some of that Brahmin steak as well. Okay. We're low on AP because of our trait. And grill here. I don't think there's much here for us to see. Teddy bear, kids' toys. This would be a very strange mix of context for Gideon to see these children toys. Or you imagine like children would have always played in these small, maybe more raiders, these small, specifically built rooms, and not out in the open. A strange crate here. What is this? Fort Derrick key card? The note from Zeus. I think we're stumbling into a quest here. Great news for you. Found one of many boxes I personally airdropped to help all the good folks out there struggling this worm-infested wasteland. Where did I get all this? Okay. This is called Fort Derrick. An old military bunker. Unlooted. Enough supplies to feed the state. Hundreds of weapons. Share the treasure. What in tarnation? I guess we might just be thrust into quests before I ever thought we would. I don't know if there's voice acting. I don't know anything about the mods I installed other than their premise. He's left with a bit of a dilemma. Would he go to Fort Derrick, or would he go to Arafu? Fort Derrick is not far away, but then again, he doesn't know what's actually in there. But he can see Arafu right there. Well, he would be able to see the houses, if not for Fallout 3 LOD. He can swing back. He can swing by on the way back home. I think that'd be his reasoning here. Keep an eye out for any big green guys again. And we have another crab. Around us this time. These things do not go down very easy. The moment they spot you, they go to hunting mode, territorial defense mode. Not exactly sure. It's harder to sneak during the day. It might not even come to Gideon's mind, but if this were me, I'd probably start looking into getting some form of natural camouflage. You know, be able to move quickly and quietly, you know, during the daytime and all of that. Sorry. Oh, God. Okay. Arafu's right there. Let's see if he can book it. I think this thing is faster than us. That would appears to be a Brahmin. Pack Brahmin. There used to be traders out front. See if they can help out. Okay. Apparently, might have decided that it didn't want to stay or get too far away from the shore. Talk to these traders.
Hey!
Oh, shit.
Where? We'll get 'em.
It's a dog,
Whoa,
actually.
Careful.
Okay. Hi.
Welcome, sir or madam, to Crazy Wolfgang's traveling junk store. The depot of detritus, the shop of slop, and the caravan of crap.
Junk
Now,
store.
What odds and ends can I, the craziest of all possible Wolfgangs, offer to you?
Okay, what's your caravan exactly again? Junk?
I scour the wasteland for the very best pieces of trash, the height of detritus, and the veritable pick of the litter. It's all valuable to someone. And I always make sure to make my rounds through Canterbury Commons. Their mayor, Rowe, always has a place for a clever junk man like myself.
Okay, I'll see your inventory.
Nothing but the highest quality leftovers, junk, and crap.
Apparently the Capital Wasteland is actually, like, full of grenades. No shortage whatsoever. Which is, you know, strange considering that they're a very useful weapon to have. So I think the insinuation is that there's so many grenades that even in the post-apocalypse, where they're relatively affordable, they can still be found commonly. You have magazines here. As they say, information is power. Patriot's Cookbook. Really interesting. Salesman Weekly. Would be useful. Lad's Life. Yeah. Take the magazines. Actually, let's see if we have any of those before we buy them. So LPS. I don't think we have any of them. Okay, we'll sell this moonshine. Help offset the cost. Be willing to buy that money. Interestingly. So the cigarettes. Oh, they really like cigarettes. Okay. Rocket launcher. Not particularly interested in weird, goofy, unconventional weapons right about now. Okay. It's a fair trade.
Another satisfied customer. Good luck out there. And maybe next time, you'll find something interesting for me, huh?
So he'd say that trade would probably be in his favor. At least from the outside perspective. Appears to be Brahmin. Dead ones. Rotting. Smells terrible. A house just boarded up. A very big one at that. Strange that it seems that the cattle that was raised here, the people who were once there must have left it behind. Sealed it up. Where their cattle got killed. It can't have been too long ago because they're still bodies. But they must have left somehow. Way up to Arafu. Feels safer already. Although he doesn't know it lies past on the bridge itself. What's we got here?
Hang on, you're not one of them. I nearly blasted you in two. Get over here before they spot you.
Okay. If he didn't know about, if he had any heart condition he didn't know about, then he'd know right
Now,
about
what
now.
the hell are you doing all the way out here?
Well, I have a letter to deliver to the West family.
That's great, but I got bigger problems than being the town post office right now. The shit's about to hit the fan in this cesspool, and I don't think I can stop them.
Okay, what kind of trouble?
Well, at first they do their typical gang bullshit. You know, break stuff and make lots of noise. But they always kept their distance. But this last time, they went too far. They killed all of our Brahmin. I mean, that's our lifeblood out here, you know.
Well, why don't you just fight back? It's a pretty defensible spot you have.
Yeah, sure. I'll just go and take all of them out by myself. What are you, crazy? As soon as they roll into town, I lock my doors just like everyone else. We could really use some assistance here.
Jesus Christ. It's that many, huh? Listen, I'm already on a job, unless you can pay. I can only do so much.
Do I look like I just stepped out of Tenpenny Tower? I barely have a pot to piss in.
What exactly do you need?
I don't want to take my eyes off the ramp here. There's no telling when the family will return. Can you do me a favor and check on the other people's houses here? You know, make sure they're doing okay? Speak with Davis West, Karen Shenzi, and Ken Ewers.
Alright, I'll go check.
Just watch yourself. I've got an itchy trigger finger.
Ooh. Alright. House right here. We'll knock.
Hello? Is this the mailman? Oh, I do hope my fall catalog has arrived.
I don't know what that is, but, Evan King sent me.
Oh, Evan, he's such a gentleman. Please, do come inside. Let me unlock the door for you.
An actual sound, I haven't noticed that before.
What the hell are you doing in here? Get the fuck out.
Your wife let me in. Something about a catalog?
Oh, for the love of... Look, she's dumber than a bag of hammers, okay? If you want to talk to anyone, you need to talk to me. So what the fuck do you want?
It's just Evan King told me to check on you.
We're great. Just peachy. I love sitting in my house with my thumb up my ass. Tell Mr. King that sitting here all day isn't going to make us any safer. We need to take action.
What do you think about him anyway, Evan King?
Well, he's town mayor or sheriff or whatever he calls himself. He calls all the shots. When he says to get the heck indoors and stay put, we do that.
You mind telling me more about what is actually going on around here? I don't want to be stabbed in the back as I leave.
Everyone is keeping themselves safe from the family. If I was you, I'd do the same. You want to know more? Talk to Evan King.
Be going.
Good. Now get out.
Not gonna mess around with that guy. He's got a short fuse as it is, so it seems.
Yes. Who is it?
Evan King sent me. Can I come in?
Oh, he did? Well, it's about damn time he did something. Come on in. I'll unlock the door. It's nice to see a friendly new face around here. It's been a long time. The name's Karen Shenzi.
Name's Gideon. Yeah, doesn't seem there's too many friendly faces around, but yours is reassuring, I think. Sorry. He told me to check on you. Is everything okay?
Scared out of my mind. I'm glad he's checking on us, but until someone nips the problem in the bud, we may as well stay inside forever.
That's it for me. I'll be going.
Sure. Go. Just like everyone else.
Okay. She seems to be feeling somewhat isolated, which is probably fair, given the people in this town and the fact that it's so sparsely populated. More house to check. Oh, shit. And here we have what appears to be fresh-looking, although recently decaying bodies. Okay. Not exactly the same as the ones he saw, but still not comforting. They seem to be fresher, and instead of just being used as art pieces, they've just been left to rot. Can't actually find out what killed them. I'm not that skilled, but definitely a lot of blood. Davis and Matilda. Used to be alcohol and milk bottles in the ground. I don't know exactly why there are so many milk bottles. Like, certainly the milk's gone bad. But it could be that they've just been using them as, like, you know, the equivalent of mugs or glasses. I think that's probably the case. Hey, Evan
Well,
Kane.
what did they tell you? Everyone okay?
Did you know that the Wests are dead?
The family must have gotten to them in the last attack. Sons of bitches. Damn it! If only we had more men, we could stand up to them. I'm sick of them terrorizing this town. Wait a minute. When you searched the West's place, did you find their son Ian's body?
No, I only found the two parents.
This has to be the work of the family. I've caught that weirdo leader of theirs talking to Ian down by the river. Look, I know I've asked a lot of you already, but you have to find that kid. He deserves better than all this.
I try to do one job and then it just spirals out of control. I'm getting out of here.
Next time I see the family, there's gonna be hell to pay.
He's definitely falling into the lines of being a less friendly person. Especially as what seems to be a simple job ends with, or spirals into something else. Things are never simple, it seems. Being said, he still has a job to do. He has to find Ian. He wouldn't just quit the job. He has a job, doesn't know how dangerous these people are, but he has fought raiders before.
How's the search going?
Where can I find this family?
I think they live somewhere east or northeast of here. Problem is, they always travel in the dark, so I can't see exactly where they go. There's all kinds of places they could be hiding, like Hamilton's Hideaway, the old Moonbeam Cinema, or Northwest Seneca Metro Station.
Alright. I'll go check. They talk about not having enough men to fight back, but there's also a guy who's very, shall we say, vocal about having his thumb up his ass while he sits in his house. Been to the cinema. Where's Hamilton's Hideaway? He doesn't know what that is. Running low on rifle rounds. See what we can swap out here. Yeah. Let's actually get a 9mm. Had a brief moment of terror as I saw someone in combat armor there. Forgetting that the traders are right there. Usually don't see them. That's very rare for me to actually see traders in that spot. A house there. Can stop by, take a peek. Why am I getting combat music? Oh shit. Oh shit. Why? I don't think... He doesn't think they're shooting at him. Oh shit. That was a grenade. Our entire body is fucked up. Okay, we need a stim pack. Jesus Christ. You might actually die here. Some med X. Where else we have? Steroids? Yeah, sure. This sign is probably saving our life right now.
Eat it! God damn it! Fuck! Fuck! Oh!
There's still more up there. Going to use a doctor bag on his arms. 2 of them. 2 splints. He's got shrapnel in different parts of his body. Gonna use another stim pack to try to close the wounds. His bones are still broken though. His leg, his chest. Checks this guy. Oh. Thinks he know what did it now. That was grenade rifle. Might have seen that in paging through the Patriots cookbook. Oh, yeah. He hates the fact that it was used on him, but at least he knows it's effective. You can put that slide on the Chinese pistol. There's another one up there. What's that? Her friend? Holy shit, what is that? We have someone in what appears to be power armor and wielding a minigun. Mowing down dogs and raiders. Gonna back away. Thinks he can definitely move faster than him, and he'd rather be away. In case he's not exactly as friendly as he seems. Shit. They are again. Yeah. Let's see about that. That's a shotgun. See about the grenade rifle. Yeah. Very effective. Lucky Harith. You've seen Lucky Harith before. Talked to him recently, I think.
Morning.
He seems chill around the guy with the power armor and the minigun.
Morning.
Take a quick peek. Seems that people generally don't like claiming the stuff off of bodies for some reason. Maybe disease, but you've probably been inoculated against most diseases in the vault.
Hey, local. Shouldn't you be banging rocks together or something?
Compared to you, yeah. Yeah, I should. Oh, shit.
Ain't none of my business. Help me.
Again? Crazed cows? This is not a fun world. There's medical supplies in here. Disarm the tripwire. Is that a cow carcass? There's this stuff. There's a ramp behind the house. Morphine is worn off. Stim pack. jet. Well, he feels much better now that, you know, a minigun. Guy with the power armor and a minigun has sweep the falling area. Now, interestingly enough, these guys are wearing radar armor. They're not just people with rags, they're actually wearing armor. So it may seem then that it's not just random people that they target, it's also people of their same type, same group. Or maybe there's a bunch of rival groups. He hasn't seen them attack each other yet, so not sure about that. Take another stim pack. He does not imagine there will be anyone left to give him trouble. Repair his pistol. Chinese pistol is in better shape. Yeah. As long as he doesn't have to get all that close to it, he can still take a look around. Ugh. Giblet. What a shithole. Get attacked by a bunch of scantily clad Mad Max raiders, and they don't have the common decency to drop any decent loot. Well, if you stretch your definition of decent, then maybe you'll be satisfied. Another? He's got a baseball bat. He doesn't know if he has anything else on him. Where'd he go? There he is. Interesting. Seems to be running the bases. Now, I'm not sure the canon of whether or not Vault 101 has an actual baseball area. We don't see it in the game. I don't think it's true. Maybe it's like a small sort of simulated baseball area. But you might be aware of what this raider is doing and just take a sigh and just leave them alone. So we have over here. The next objective. Hamilton's hideaway is over here. Now, I know it's in Hamilton's hideaway. He does not. And I'm going to have to force myself up against a wall here to explore an area that's not exactly fun. Okay. I have a red boat here. Little personal note about myself. I've always sort of wanted to be like a, not like a sailor, but like a sails in a fun way sailor. Ammo here. You know, someone who doesn't necessarily act like a sailor, but just sails on a boat. Crosses the seas. Preferably warm ones. Ammo for our rifle. Use that over anything else anytime we get the chance. Haven't used it on raiders yet. Had to waste some ammo on a lot of different things. This is where we fought that super mutant. Huntington's Hideaway is right here, and I think that is an area added by something else? No, I think that's the other location. Okay. I think our leg is still messed up, if I remember correctly. Yeah, one of them is. Now, we do have this. We do have a lot of different stuff. I think he would have stopped by Moira's to figure out what all this stuff was. Figuring out Hydra is Hydra, Jet is Jet, all that. Now, Jet he would be tempted to take, since he's not necessarily very good at, you know, aiming quickly. It's a bit of a mental rush. But the Hydra, its weird effect in the body might be just what he needs right now. I was hoping that doesn't have any side effects. As you probably would be from losing all that blood. Have a blood pack that we could drink, but who would ever do that? Disgusting. Okay. I think we need the light right now. Eerie as hell. Much worse than, well, any of the eeriness he's seen. Most of the areas would have been more, you know, up in your face type of danger and scare. This is more subtle. More primal. Like, you don't know whether or not there's going to be a saber cat hiding in this tunnel. Doesn't know what exactly is here. Let's check our limbs. As that damage that we've had to our bones seem to have healed very quickly. In a similar manner to how stim packs do something very similar to the soft flesh. You know, the skin and the muscles to some extent. Stimpack medics. Water, too. Wrench. Hammer. Reminder, we are still level 2. So us having trouble with raiders, it'll last a while. What in the fuck is that? As he sees what appears to be a 6-foot-long scorpion thing starting to chase him. Doesn't seem to be all that adept at moving very swiftly. Having a hard time getting around things. In order to save resources, maybe he'll come back later. Check out that other place. Pick straws. Or figure out where to go tactically. Right now, he'd rather not fight that thing. The last creature with a thick carapace that he fought took a lot of a big beating to bring down. And he doesn't want to fight something that's looks a bit more durable and probably has poison as well. Not something that he's willing to do unless he really has to. Frankly, his survival skill is like, I think it's like 15? 14, something like that. He has literally no idea what to do about poison. Tetanus? Yeah, you probably know. Not poison. Maybe ingested poison, not injected poison. A rat here. This is the other location he told us about, Seneca Station. What time is it? It's almost sunset. We've been out here for almost a full day now. Probably looking for somewhere to sleep. Actually, let's see. Let's see our stats. Water could be better. Food, we're fine. Sleep, we're getting a little bit tired, just fatigued. Can still press on for quite a whiles. Cornucopia fresh. Shepherd's Hand. A lot of these buildings seem intact. Okay. Let's go in here. Shepherd's Hand. Rad Roach. He knows how to deal with them. In fact, he probably wouldn't want to waste his ammo on these. You have a skill. No, it's a DVD pamphlet. Okay. I remember one of the problems with some of the mods I'm using. Occasionally. Now, I'm gonna make this very clear. Okay? So that for reference. Shit. Bad idea. I'm gonna make this very clear for reference. There are a select few spots in some of the mods I'm using that have nude depictions of people. They are not pornographic. They are scarce. They are more artistic in the sense of it being part of a mod that, you know, creates realistic and full interiors. I checked the terms and conditions of YouTube, and it's a gray area with everything that is going on. I don't think that it should be an issue, especially if I just avoid looking at it. Sort of in a similar way to, I imagine, Twitch. That's the World War II meme. So, okay, in case you don't know, Kilroy Was Here was a sort of a meme that I think it was the Americans did in World War II against the Germans. There was basically, this was it, the entire meme. The Americans would place it around, like, wherever they saw fit. And when the Germans found it, they thought that Kilroy must have been some form of spy that was, you know, working against the Germans. And really, it was just a bunch of GIs posting or drawing these really weird images just to fuck with them. Okay. The second floor here.
This shouldn't take long.
Oh shit.
Hold still, meat.
Stay the hell away from me. That guy had a few screws loose. Definitely. What in the hell? There's a collar and this dog named Stitch. What are here? This miniature chainsaw. Take that. What in tarnation? What in tarnation? I'm hearing sounds, and I don't know if they're from something that is ambient in my head or something that is actually, like, happening. Jesus. I swear that I just heard another chainsaw rev. That's absolutely happening. Okay. Is it this? Auto dock. Didn't have one of those in the vault, but it does not look like a very, shall we say, welcoming, it's definitely not a very welcoming sight to see someone dead on a surgical table and a robot right nearby, hovering over the body. Filing cabinets. This is part of the interiors mod, and you can see there's a lot of detail that goes into these. Skeletons in the ground. Glad that we didn't hesitate in shooting that lunatic. Rebound. Dusty. A lot of unused medical supplies. But guarded by one hell of a psychopath. Yeah. I think this will be it. See if we can find somewhere to just rest. Actually, I think that was a hotel. Cup of Joe. That's a hotel. Probably find somewhere to sleep here. The doghouse. Rats. Actual rats. Dingy place. Master key. Get water sprayed all over us. Not exactly sure where that water is coming from, honestly. Kind of spooky. Maybe it's connected to like a water main drawn from the lake. We have actual mole rats too. Appear to have some form of alliance. That one ran for the door. Okay. Have here. That's just a regular vault thing. It does. This mod does populate a bit with strange decoration items that you can actually like pick up and collect. Very few of them, if any, are unique. It's a bicycle, okay. That was like a gun. Second floor. Oh shit.
By God, if I had hands, I'd strangle the life out of you.
This is a place. I tell you what. This is one heck of a place. Oh, we whiffed. We whiffed. Don't bite. I don't know what the hell's going on here. He'd be on edge about as much as we are. Or I am, at the least. I don't know what you're doing.
Bloody stupid if you can't hide from me.
Oh.
For Queen and country.
Okay, this is not a friendly robot.
Do stand still.
I think that did it. I think it did, yeah. Okay. Hi. We have some fuel, some scrap metal off this robot. Okay. And doors here. This feels very, this area specifically feels very Fallout 4-y to me. Don't know about you. Oh. Some clothes that are actually clean. Pristine, almost. Probably would, you know, have taken them just to feel a bit cleaner. We try to do some laundry, like, not feel stuck in the muck. What's that? Is that a Bella statue? No, it's not. Okay. Hula girl. What's that? A TV? Oh. Okay. A proper tricycle this time. I apologize for the incessant ringing happening. Cigarettes. At the very least, I think we have somewhere to sleep for the night. Or honestly, how would he be able to sleep in these conditions? It's not like he has military-grade tinnitus. Like, I don't think he's going to be able to sleep on this level. Unless he has some very soundproof headphones. Head earmuffs? Ramen steak. Nuka-Cola. I don't think there's a single bed we can use here. Yeah, he can't sleep like this. Not possible. The doghouse. Proving yourself. Not a friendly place. Oh, we have a... Oh. Okay. Thanks. I really needed that. Yeah. Could wait. Yeah. Sit in this chair in a fashion that's actually, you know, sort of like sitting in a chair. Wait, I'm messing up here. 4:30. Be a little dehydrated. Start getting out here before the crack of dawn. Pawn and gun. Gun sounds interesting. And there it is again. I cannot get any right from this. It's combat armor, violin. Now these are actually items in these containers. This is one of the few places that I've been before. I've explored. Like a little mini playthrough I did before starting this mob. Only like maybe 10% of the way through all the content. There are actually items in these containers. There are very few of them you can actually, you know, grab. But I think it makes sense since we have an endless amount of time. And, okay, there are collectible items. There are collectible gnomes that we can get. And if the mod author did not intend for us to be able to get those items, then they should not be locked behind a, you know, a series of cabinets that we wouldn't normally be able to get through. I mean, we can get this one, but that feels like a bit of a stretch. I feel like we should be able to grab anything here. We have Willie the Wino. Not found on Drunken Gnome. You'll never find the complete set of my artwork, stranger. Even I don't know where I have hidden them. And whether I was completely drunk when I made and placed them here in the Capital Wasteland as part of my big art project. The people in this wasteland are actually insane. Broken terminal. Anything I can reach through here without collision stuff I will. It's an interesting hat. Combat helmet? A sword? Huh. Let's take a look around before I do anything. Necklaces, those are wearable. I think the collars are as well. But yeah. We'll check out the back room first. A mammoth. I don't think there's any way to turn off this alarm or to open the cabinets. 308. The object meshes in this game are a little funky. It makes it hard to grab things sometimes. There's no second floor that we can get to. No switch we can turn. Believe me, I've checked before. Just doing a quick look over. Boys here. Alien ship. Bottle caps. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna have to toggle collision here instead of just the camera. So we're gonna have to actually sneak in here. Take all the stuff that is useful. Justify it as breaking the glass, or picking a lock on the glass, or just whatever has to be done. This is just a normal BB gun. Guns in here. Ammo. Baseball bat. Leave the glove behind. These are, you know, proper collars. A guitar here and a violin. I don't think... Ah... This combat armor is not grabbable. Okay, that makes sense. That's fair. Broken terminal. Yeah. Got a decent bit from here. Apparel, Chinese Commando Captain. Combat helmet. Damage threshold of 1. That's actually better than what we have, but it's very low condition, so I don't want to break it by wearing it and getting my ass kicked. Cup of Joe. Check in here. The brochure. They don't seem to have the best hearing. Atomic cocktail. Seems to be a pre-war beverage then. Mentats. I'm gonna do a quick save. I haven't done one of those in a while. All good stuff from there. Getting pretty low on carrying. I think this is it. I think this is the smallest area yet. Okay, fair enough. Pawn and gun. Hotel, that's the hospital. Cup of Joe. Yeah, I think this is just the one area left. Okay. Baseball bat. I bet there's gonna be roaches in here. Espresso machine. A lot of working or somewhat intact coffee machines. Coffee mug with an actual logo on it. Doesn't seem to be much in here either. What the hell? I heard it again. Hold on. I'm very interested. It's coming from there, but I definitely can't get over there. But Joe, yeah. Unfortunately, they're not here in the upper buildings of Seneca Station. That all being said, my throat is starting to hurt a little bit. So I think we're going to wrap things up here. Gonna make a save and continue this quest at a later date. Take a quick breather here. So I suppose then I will see you guys next time as we'll go into the station. Alrighty.